Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Alex the King. I'm back with another video. Today I'm doing a part 2 on why I think Trump will win the 2020 presidential election. Now if you guys haven't seen the part 1, go ahead and check it out in my YouTube channel. Now what I'm going to do in today's video is I'm going to explain further information on why I think Trump will win the presidential election over Biden. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys exactly the statistics, proof, everything you need to know that the news doesn't really cover in today's video. Now the first thing I want to explain to you guys is a lot of people have this misconception that Trump doesn't care about African Americans. Now out of all the presidents in the United States, Trump is actually the first president to increase funding in HBCUs.
And some people claim that Trump has given more HBCUs federal dollars than any other president. So, you know what we did? Our verified team looked into that claim. And according to the Education Department's latest records, President Obama held the record for allocating the most federal funds in 2010. And this year, President Trump topped that, setting aside more than $360 million for HBCUs. Now, as of tonight, we can verify the online rumor is true. President Trump has pushed more federal dollars toward historically black colleges and universities than any of his predecessors.
All right, so what that means is a lot more African Americans have access to more scholarships, which is going to help them become better leaders and have a successful future. The second thing, Trump really cares about our veterans and our soldiers. Under the VA Choice Act signed by Trump, this has helped a lot of our veterans with private health care and a lot more other benefits. And out of all presidents, Trump was the only president to take action after decades of requests from our veterans. Now during this VA scandal, our veterans were looking for medical support. A lot of them couldn't get the medical support that they needed, especially with those with serious conditions, so they had to be put on wait lists. And what happened to a lot of these veterans, a lot of them, especially hundreds, have died from that. And this is a cause of a failure from the administration of Biden and Obama. This should have never happened. Obviously our veterans have the priority since they protect and served our country. And on top of all of this, Biden was a huge supporter of sending our troops into Iraq war. And in the Iraq war, tens of thousands of our troops have died. I want you guys to check this video out.
You were disqualified, sir. Disqualified. Why did you win? We're just wondering why we should vote for someone who voted for a war and kill thousands of our brothers and sisters. Countless Iraqi civilians. You also give a medal to the man who enabled that war in Kosovo. Your blood is on your hands as well. And you're disqualified. My friends are dead.
So my son is right. For years. That doesn't matter, right? No, it doesn't matter. It matters a lot to me. Let me tell you.
I'm sure it does. I'm not going after your son.
Well,
my brothers and sisters died in Iraq and Afghanistan. Trump is more anti-war. We actually fought in your damn wars. We fought in your wars. You sent us to hurt civilians. We hurt civilians. You pushed us out to do it. No way he can be president.
But Trump, he wasn't supporting our US troops going into war. And I'm all for that. Why? Because a lot of our veterans, a lot of our troops go back to their wives, to their family, and have a happier life. At the end of the day, isn't this what America's about? To serve and protect our citizens? Now the biggest problem with Biden is he's a fraud, he's dishonest, and he shows no action. Especially a lot of stuff that the media and the news don't want to spill out. He supported and passed a law called the 94 Crime Law. With the 94 Crime Law, this is the first time that it put a lot of mass incarceration for blacks and browns. This is for non-violent crimes. Can you believe that? Me going to jail for a Ziploc of marijuana for 2-3 years versus actually putting more sentencing for people with severe cases like rape, murder, right? Trump passed what was called the First Step Act. Now in the First Step Act, he basically reduced the sentencing for non-violent crimes, and on top of that, he improved the prison conditions. Overall, this is the reason why I think Trump is gonna make a great president. Make this very clear. As a politician, getting your degree in law, don't you think you should be smart enough not to plagiarize? I want you guys to check this video out.
But this standard is not a measure of how we can evaluate the condition of our society. It cannot measure the health of our children, the quality of our education, the joy of their play,
Yet the gross national product does not allow for the health of our children, the quality of their education, or the joy of their play.
Let us pledge that our generation of Americans will pay any price, bear any burden, accept any challenge, and meet any hardship to secure the blessings of prosperity and the promise of opportunity for our children.
We shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe to assure the survival and the success of liberty.
And I started thinking as I was coming over here, why is it that Joe Biden is the first in his family ever to go to a university?
Why am I the first Kinnick in 1,000 generations to be able to get to university?
Why is it that my wife, who's sitting out there in the audience, is the first in her family to ever go to college?
Why is Glenys the first woman in her family in 1,000 generations to be able to get to university?
No, it's not because they weren't as smart. It's not because they didn't work as hard. It's because they didn't have a platform upon which to stand.
Does anybody really think that they didn't get what we had because they didn't have the talent or the strength or the endurance or the commitment? Of course not. It was because there was no platform.
This resulted in Biden dropping out of the presidential campaign in 1988. So guys, this is some of the things I wanted to cover that obviously the media and the news don't really want to put out. To make the best decision on who's going to be president, you have to look at the track record. Vote for what's right, vote for what a president or a government official has done in the past. Now the last thing I want to add about Trump is the reason why he's going to be a great president, especially in US history, is because he shows a lot of confidence. He's a strong believer in what he thinks, regardless of what the f everyone says. He's proven it through his policies. He's proven it with action. And out of all of that, he shows his authenticity. Biden, on the other hand, has proved it with dishonesty, and he's proved it with his track record. So hopefully you guys like this video. This is the reason why I think Trump will win the election and why I'm voting for Trump. Now, if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram at Sick Performance. If you guys like this video, don't forget to comment below. Any questions, any concerns, or any feedback is also nice. Until then, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys.